What is going on, guys? KrysticMusic here. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. We are glad to have you. Today we're going to be looking at some EDM, festival trap stuff, you know what I mean? Some stuff that the white girls dance to, you know. So we're going to be getting right into it. I'm just going to play the song for you right now, a little track that I put together a couple days ago. Mainly it's just, you know, the intro build up, and then the drop, and then the drop repeats because I was going to fix the second half of the drop. But anyways, without further ado, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. But anyways, getting right into it, and then we'll go deep dive into all the details and stuff like that. But anyways, here we go. Here's the track. And that is basically it, guys. Then it just repeats over again, but we're gonna have to change that soon. So getting right into it, I guess we'll just start with the intro, and I do need to add some more percussion and things like that to make it a bit more interesting, but this is just the basic little start out that we did going on. And very first instrument, I decided to go with the flute, and that's what it sounds like. I also automated the filter, so it'll go up. And then once it gets to the, and once it's here, that's where the bass comes in, and it'll be at full volume. And then the chords, I went for like a bit of an airy feel, you know what I mean? Yeah, just a little bit of an airy feeling, and let's see what exactly those are. Yeah, so it's just a synth pad right here, a couple strings. I should add like another layer below this to give it a bit more kick because it's kind of too airy. And then this right here, I was gonna do a horn at first, as you could tell, but I forgot to label it. It's just like a little, it's basically a pluck, and I need to, you know, put some more stuff on it. Didn't really EQ it that well. So this is the rhythm part. This is the melody. So I wanted to be like a bit jumpy. So this is what it sounds like. So as you can tell, it sounds like a little bit of a rhythm hop step kind of thing. And going in past the intro right here, I did put this like little chime things, and I believe, yes, I did put an arpeggiator on it, so this is what it sounds like. And then at the end, the ending note, I put a leading note, so it'll sound like this. And then go back to it, and this is just, you know, hypes the whole thing up. Watch, check it out. So it's not just, you get that in the background. It sounds even that much more hype. And then right here is the start of the bass. So that's the start of the bass. So right when it kicks in, that's when it goes hype. And you'll hear that. And I didn't put any sidechaining on this one. But as you can tell right here, we'll get into that. But anyways, you got your crashes right here. Got your little hi-hat things right here. Just a simple, straight-up beat. I actually need to go in and fix those so they're not so, you know, real body. And then we got the clap right here to lead into the little breakdown. But here we go. It's a little build-up, so put a lot of reverb on that. And then I went ahead and dropped it, added a snare to build it up. And then that sound that you're hearing is just a sound that I discovered a while back. It's from my old dubstep days. Oh my god. But anyways, let's see what that is. Bring it up. All right. So yeah, it's just a riser from. It's just a riser from this Trap Nation. Actually, no, I don't think. Yeah, it might be from this Trap Nation. From this Trap Nation sound preset thing. And this is what it sounds. It's just a riser. And as you can tell, it just keeps going to the end. And then I brought in this sound. And you can't hear it right now because it has an automation on it. And that's like the main party lead. And it's the same notes as this, as you can tell. It's just a different sound. So this is more of an intro sound. This is more of a drop sound. At least I thought. And that's how I felt. So, and then of course the snare builds up. And then I had to put the freaking Zelda sample. I don't know, it just fit. But anyways, so I drop everything, and so that the drop is that much harder. So speaking about the drop, let's see if we can do this real quick. Speaking about the drop, let's go. All right, so the drop, we'll just cover the first half because the second half is basically the same thing. And then in the next video, we'll be building off of this, adding stuff. So this is just, you know, getting you the rundown of how it goes. And the kicks I used, nothing special. I didn't even put anything on it right now because, you know, I want to do that with you guys. But it's just a regular kick. EQ'd it a little bit. It's a lot. It's really deep, really punchy. Get that house feel. And the crash is same thing, you know, same crash. Nothing special, nothing special. And the next thing that I was going to do with this drop is add a couple percussion sounds in between the notes here. So getting on the drop, there's a lot going on in the drop. Of course, we got the bass, and I sidechained that to the kick. So as you can tell, without it, it's just a straight up bass. And I mean, it's cool and all, but then it interferes with your kick. It doesn't get that much emphasis on it. So I just threw a sidechain on it, sidechained it to the #1 audio, which I need a label, but it is my kick, believe it or not. So, and if you don't know what that means, basically the kick comes in a little bit before the sub. So as you can tell, if I put it all the way down, so that's how you get that. That's how you get that sound. You can hear it pulsating. So I don't want it that far down, but that's what I did on that part. And instead of doing just one whole straight line, I went ahead and did them like this. I was gonna do them like this, but I didn't like that empty space. That's a whole different kind of sound, and I didn't want to go for that. And then right here, it's just the bass, but this one I did put it all the way, well, not all the way down, but higher than that one. So this is just like a grimy, you know, you're not gonna really hear it in the front line of the beat, but you're gonna hear it in the back line, and it sounds dope. Look, watch, check it out. So you can't really hear it that much on the beat, you just hear it on the back and you're like, whoa, what is that? But if you hear it with the bass, this is what it sounds like all together. Watch, check it out. So it just gives it that scary feel, you know what I mean? That hard festival feel. And that's what I like to do with my basses. And of course, you don't want to cut out this low end that much. So I cut out the lows on this bass because I didn't want to interfere. Otherwise it would interfere with the sub bass. So this part. So I didn't want to interfere with that, make it sound all grimy and stuff like that. But and then this right here, I wanted to integrate the flute sound, just to hear it in the background. So that gives you that nice head bob feel. So no matter how crazy this gets over here, you'll always have this to fall back to and be bobbing your head, and you know what I mean. So that's always good to have just a simple melody along with your complicated melodies just chilling in the background, so people have something to connect with. And this right here is the main juicy part right here. I went ahead and did some crazy stuff to this. Serum EQ8, some saturation went on to make it a little bit beefier. Some OTT on there, and then there's just a generic compressor to just bring it down, put it all together a little bit. But basically, this is the meat and potatoes of it right here. And with that, I was considering on doing it without it, and this is what it sounds like. But it doesn't sound as hype. If anything, maybe I can turn this down a little bit and do it that way. Because I really like how it sounds when two melodies are with each other. It just sounds so dope. It sounds so dope. But anyways, we're gonna get right into it. The next sound, bro, this is the metal bass that I got. And it's punchy, not like this one down here. So it's a little bit punchier. Kind of like a dubstep kind of feel, you know, that dubstep airy metal bass, but it's not quite there yet. But this is what it sounds like. So it's kind of like swinging from left to right. Of course, I left this to respond. So this is the this is like the question. This is the answer. So it's like boom, 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 and then it goes from there. And the third sound right here, this is the meat and potatoes of the bass part. So without this, it sounds like this. And as you can see, I'm dwindling off. So this one has the main kind of, this one has all the notes. This one has a different set of notes. They're in different locations. And then this one is just this one, but I took some of the notes off, rearranged some, lengthened some out. Because it is a meteor bass, you don't want it to get all crazy. And then it sounds really good with this one. Sounds really good with that punchy bass, so you get a punchy feel and an airy feel at the same time. So yeah, guys, that is the meat and potatoes of the bass part, and altogether, of course, you know, it sounds like this. Alright, so and then getting to the white noise over here. Of course, you know, everything's cut off to get this vocal sample in. So I didn't even want the white noise to be in the way of that little sample. And on the sample itself, if you want to know, let's see what I put on that. I put an EQ8 because it was kind of a little dirty, and then put a ping pong delay on there, some reverb, so by itself it sounds kind of dope. And then without everything, it sounds kind of like this.
Listen.
So as you can tell, you can see the difference. It sounds more fit into the song.
Hey, listen.
Sounds dope, sounds dope. But anyways, getting to the white noise over here, basic white noise. If you don't know how to make my white noises, I think I have a video on that. But anyways, basic white noise, auto filter, EQ, stuff like that. And then of course on my drops and anywhere really, you always want to do that. You always want to do that down sweep to make it more suspenseful, you know, because without it, it sounds like this. With it, it sounds like this. So you know that you're already in the drop. You already know. But as you can tell, it sounds better like that. So don't forget to. I know like a lot of people, they already had their white noise filters going up, but a lot of people forget to add them going down, and that's what really makes the track different from the other ones. So and then of course this one is just the same thing. We're gonna be messing with that when we get into the next videos. But yeah, guys, if you do want this project and you want to work along, this is just one I found, and I was like, you know what, let's just put it on the channel and then we can work with it. Because I do make, I make a lot of music off the channel, and sometimes I just forget to post those, or but I'm getting to the point where I need to make videos every day, so I need to actually, all the songs that I make, they can't be wasted songs, so they have to be on the channel. They don't have to be, but the ones that I would like to be on the channel will be on the channel. And I'm rambling at this point, oh my god. But anyways, if you want this Ableton project file, just let me know in the comments, and then I'll start working on that for you. Get a download link, getting a download link and things like that. But anyways, guys, I hope you learned something. But yeah, you guys, it's just a quick rundown of the songs, and then we can work it together in other types of videos. But I hope everybody is enjoying their day. And thank you for watching. Like if you liked it, comment if you want, and subscribe to the channel, of course. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Peace.